thing first. I showed you this earlier, but this is actual Brian Eno graffiti carved with a soldering iron or pen or something back in the day. So it's got some vibes. Also, everything here, if it's got blue here, it was down in the original Studio 2, which is the Meister's Hall downstairs, which is like the really big fancy spot. So that's like where Tangerine Dream, Force Majeure, and you know, David Bowie, all those guys are down there. This is Morris. We got gear, David Byrne. Here's another one with blue. So Tangerine Dream definitely used this DMX 1580S computer-controlled stereo digital delay advanced music systems in Birmingham, England. No idea what that does, but it's gonna be great. We got the Space Echo.
Hearing it, the acoustics, what the drums, what the snare sound like, listening back in the control room, you could fully understand why all these musical greats came here to use the space. It's just, the vibe is untouchable. It just sounds classic.
Here, you want to pull a card, Morris? We have the Brian Eno and Peter Schmidt Oblique Strategies cards, and then the now we've used those on all of our records since Starspawn, but now we have the Robert Fripp ones as well for specifically guitar ones. Yeah. No Death Is Known, only Doorways.
So do you want to use the purse?
Effective action moves from a still point.
Yeah, so relax. You know, think first.
Okay.
And we got, let's see this one. Oh, check this out, Mutron Biphase. This is straight up Klaus Schultz right here. We are 100% going to run those Selena string ensembles and Mellotron through the biphase, and that's going to sound instantly like 70s stuff.
Put the amps against each other.
See, think.
Those doors will be fine.
Inside the work, outside the work.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. Let's just start working on it.
Awesome.
Some storage. This is our gong. This room is all marble, so the sound is really present. Yeah, we got some nice acoustic guitars.
Bad boy.
I needed to see what it would sound like with that.
Right? This is the main room where we'll be set up.
Who did that?
We got,
We need to get the level.
I think we're just testing. We're doing the,
You're trying
to catch a DI signal as well as have the cab working, so we can do both. So you can reamp stuff and then also get the original take. This is our synthesizer sanctum. We got the Moog section over here.
And if we need more, we do have the second one of those.
This is for NIKLAS in the middle from Hell House. He plays this stuff in Hell House basically. We got a bunch of rolling stuff, this obscure Korg. We got another Space Echo, Chorus Echo, and then the incredible Soma Cosmos. You guys will hear more about this later. We haven't set all the stuff up yet, but you can do like
You gotta get that.
you can listen in headphones test stuff out for inspiration.
Same one with, the radio
I can't hear what it sounds like, but I suspect it sounds just fine. But,
Nice one.
oh yeah.
Just keep up, whatever.
We got a, as I was telling you earlier, we had a mix of stuff. Like this is about what we use for Time Wave Zero and Hidden History. Morris has the JP8000 at home. I got the Behringer Poly D and the Moog Prodigy. Jeff's got the Moog Grandmother.
Good.
We rented all this stuff so we could have a mix of stuff we're familiar with and know how to get good sounds on the fly. And then also, you gotta have the 70s mini Moog, you know, we're in Berlin. This is, like I said, for NIKLAS. We had to have the Mellotron again.
No.
But, this is gonna be his kind of stuff, and then we can fiddle with it, and then we got our quadrants over here. This thing, actually, check this out. It's some obscure chord that it was just on the list.
One cable. Then we're nice. The bass hooked up. Yeah.
And we just watched a YouTube. We looked up all the gear they had as we were trying to make a request, and then we just looked at the YouTube video and went into the middle of the video for like 2 seconds and made a sound like this, and we were like, we need this. We just were like, we want to have some stuff to explore and experiment with, some stuff we can rely on in a pinch, and then, you know, the classic shit, Mellotron, mini Moog, things you're going to need. Also, like, we got this Juno 106, so we could get like a nice, you know, classic 80s kind of chorus sound, because we're not going for 100% like for Time Wave. It was almost exclusively 70s gear, early 80s gear to try to make like a really particularly 70s sound. But for this one, we're going to do some stuff with MIDI. There's going to be some sequences and stuff that's like a little different and more active than people are used to from us. So here's Arthur Rizek, his honorable. Arthur Rizek.
I'm here
The king.
to inform you
We gotta go.
that it's time to eat.
Let's eat. All right.
Being at Hansa Studios is such a treat and a privilege. Before we came here, we already knew that we wanted to be here. I'd been here before, and I had been phoning Paul and some of the other guys in the text while I was working here on the Creator record, and I was like, "Hey, guess what? Tangerine Dream recorded here, did the album Force Majeure, and this compressor, this microphone, and blah 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 was used on the record, and you know, Brian Eno sat here, and we were all already psyched about just first of all being able to touch some of the same gear that our heroes and some of our biggest inspirations also have touched. So it's almost electric to think that these guys were doing the same thing as us. It puts us in like the mindset of like we're traveling the same ground as some of our heroes, but also just having amazing equipment. I've said this before, the mics here are from the 50s and beyond, and a lot of the mic locker has not changed. So having these like really, really nice old school microphones to pick up what is usually picked up with very modern type of setups changes just the vibes when we're listening through the speakers, and we just hear everything sounding organic and dynamic and not necessarily brutal.